Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the solar energy. First of all, what is solar energy? We are getting sunlight, we are getting heat from the sun, and these two things are collectively utilized as solar energy. So how can we define solar energy? It can be defined as the sunlight and the light and the heat, the light and the heat energy of the sunlight, heat energy of the sunlight is collectively called solar energy, is collectively called solar energy. Okay, so what is solar energy, kids? The heat and the sunlight, these two things are called the solar energy. We are utilizing solar energy since very long, until today also. We can have the traditional uses of sunlight or solar energy in the form of drying clothes. What are the traditional uses of sunlight? Traditional uses of sunlight. It can be in the form of drying clothes, which we are using till today also. If we are using a washing machine with dryer, then too mummy used to keep the clothes in the sunlight also. Because sunlight kills almost 99.9% of the microbes or the bacteria. So it is very good to keep the clothes in sun. Second, it can also be utilized in recovering salt from the sea water. Recovering salt from sea water. Till today also we utilize this process only. And it can also be utilized as traditionally in the form of removing moisture from the foods. Removing moisture from the food items and drying them from the food. So these are the some uses of solar energy, traditional uses of solar energy. Now see kids, we are utilizing solar energy in professionally also, or you can say commercially also. So solar energy can be utilized in commercial form also. Before studying the commercial uses of solar energy, we will be discussing 3 points. First of all is solar constant. What do you mean by the term solar constant? Let's understand. Solar constant. Solar constant is solar constant. It is the solar energy, reaching on the earth, the solar energy reaching on the earth on the unit area of the earth, on the unit area of the earth, unit area of the earth at Earth's atmosphere exposed perpendicularly to the rays of the sun at an average distance between the sun and the earth, and it is called solar constant. Okay. It appears that it is a difficult one, but it is not so. Try to understand this. Solar constant is the amount of solar energy reaching on a unit surface area of the earth. That's it. The amount of solar energy which reaches on the unit surface area of the earth in a unit time. It is known as solar constant. Very simple. So what is the value of solar constant? It is 1.4 kilojoule per second per meter square. That's it. Solar constant is 1.4 kilojoule per second per meter square. Kids, ये question exam में आया है, so you should know the value of the solar constant as well as its definition also. If somehow you forgot the definition, you can remember the definition with this value of solar constant. Kilojoule stands for the heat, it is the unit of heat, second time meter square in the area. So the solar energy reaching on the earth, on a unit area of the earth's surface in a given time period is known as the solar constant. So what is the value of solar constant? It is 1.4 kilojoule per second per meter square. So this was about the solar constant. Now the next topic is, we are utilizing solar energy, so there must be some benefits and limitations of using it. So first of all, we will discuss the benefits or the advantages of solar energy. Let's go for it. The advantages of solar energy. Advantages. Okay. Now what could be the advantages of solar energy? The best advantage of solar energy is that it is a renewable resource. So first is, it is a renewable resource and inexhaustible. Renewable and inexhaustible resource. Solar energy will never end on this earth. Inexhaustible resource. So it is a renewable and inexhaustible resource. First is the disadvantage, and second one would be solar energy is a eco-friendly resource. It does not cause any smoke, it does not produce pollution, so it is a smokeless, or we can say it is an eco-friendly source, eco-friendly resource. It does not cause any pollution. Okay kids? Now the third one, it saves fuel. Very important. It saves fuel. We all know that most of our dependence on fuel is basically fossil fuels. We are more dependent on the fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, etc. And we all know that these are depleting day by day. So we need to conserve them. How can we conserve them? We can conserve them by switching on some other resource. What could be the best option for that? The solar energy. Solar energy is the best option for conserving these resources. Okay, so these are the advantages of solar energy. Now coming to the limitation. If there is some advantage, it has some limitations also. Let's discuss the limitations of solar energy. Students, here we are discussing the complete solar energy. We are not discussing the types of solar energy by the ways which we can utilize the solar energy. We will discuss them later on. Now the limitations. Limitations. There are certain limitations also of solar energy. First is, it cannot be utilized everywhere. See, there are some places on this earth where the heat and the sunlight is not obtained throughout the year in a same way. So it cannot be utilized over there. It cannot be utilized for the throughout the year in mountainous region, because the sun may not be shine there for long hours. Second, so it cannot be utilized everywhere. It cannot be utilized everywhere throughout the year. It should be written, utilized everywhere throughout the year. ऐसे तो sunlight मिलती है सबको, but we are discussing about the utilization throughout the year. Next would be, it would be difficult to utilize the solar energy during the rainy season, during the winters. So it would be difficult to utilize solar energy it would be difficult to utilize solar energy. It would be difficult to utilize solar energy during winters and rainy season. During winters and rainy season. Okay. Next is solar energy is students. Solar energy is diffused form. Diffused means low intensity. So if we are working on some source which require a continuous supply of energy or more amount of energy, in that case we cannot work on solar energy. We need to switch on some other source. Okay, so third point would be solar energy is a diffused resource. Solar energy is diffused. Diffused का मतलब होता है low intensity. Solar energy is diffused. So the places which require, so the objects or the places which requires more energy need to switch on the fossil fuels or something else. So these are the limitations of solar energy. Now we will discuss that how can we harness the solar energy. How can we utilize the solar energy? In our syllabus, we will be discussing 2 points of utilizing solar energy. What are these 2 points? These 2 points are, one is, okay, let's discuss, harnessing solar energy. Harnessing means utilization. Harnessing solar energy. We can utilize solar energy in 2 forms. First, in the way of solar cooker, and second, generation of electricity from the solar energy. First of all, we will be discussing solar cooker. Now, what is a solar cooker? What is its construction? What is its working, advantages and limitation? Suppose a question comes, you write down a short note on solar cooker. So you need to write these all points in the same sequence. What is a solar cooker? Its construction, its working, its advantages and its disadvantages or limitation. Solar cooker, what is it? It is a device. It is a device which utilizes the solar energy. The solar energy for cooking. So what is it? It is a device which utilizes the solar energy for the cooking purpose. Okay. So what is its construction? It is the it would be the definition of solar cooker. Now it comes to its construction. What is its construction points? Okay. Second would be the construction. So solar cooker is constructed by using 4 major things or objects. First of all is a box. A box made up of insulated metal or we can say a wood is utilized for constructing a solar cooker. In the picture I had shown you, this is a box. It is utilized for making solar cooker. Second thing which we require in this are the containers. The box should be painted in black color. See students, kids, black color absorbs the maximum heat. We all know this because during summers we always want to wear some light colored clothes because black color absorbs maximum heat and reflects very less of the heat. So if we have painted the box with black color, so maximum heat, sunlight will be absorbed by that one. Okay. Now the containers. We had kept over here 4 containers in this diagram. It is the diagram of solar cooker. So these containers should be of metal aluminium. Why? Because aluminium is a good conductor of heat. So these containers should be made up of aluminium. And again, they should be painted with black color from outside. Okay, inside तो हम नहीं करेंगे because we are keeping food material inside. But from outside, they should be painted black. What is the reason? The same reason again, because black color absorbs maximum heat. Okay, now the food material is kept in these containers, and now a plain mirror. What is it? It is a plain mirror. A plain mirror is fixed over it with the help of hinges. We fixed a plain mirror for getting the best reflection. Okay. Now you can see that there is a blue colored glass plate. What is it? It is a glass plate. It is kept above the containers. So this glass plate increases the reflection process. When the sunlight will fall on the mirror, it goes to the glass plate, and through the glass plate it goes to the containers, and the food starts cooking. Food starts cooking. So these are the four major construction part of the solar cooker. Now let's come to its working, how it works. Working of the solar cooker. See students, when solar cooker is kept in sunlight, and if we keep our food inside it, first of all, it is not used for baking or frying purpose. We can only utilize solar cooker for cooking something. Like we can cook our rice or pulses in it. We can cook our boil our potatoes in it. And somewhere I had seen people preparing tea also. But in that case, they have to keep their solar cooker. If they want to have evening tea, then they need to keep it in the solar cooker afternoon, during the noon time. Then only they can get it in the evening. Okay. So when we keep our food inside the containers and we keep the solar cooker in the sunlight, the sunrise reflect on the mirror. Sunrays falls on the plain mirror, they get reflected, and the heat energy present in the sunlight helps in cooking of the food material. The temperature inside the solar cooker increases. It takes time. It takes almost 2 to 3 hours in reaching the temperature from 120 or reaching the temperature up to 120 to 140 degrees Celsius. It requires 2 to 3 or 4 hours. So it is a time consuming process. But it saves fuel also. So the cooking process starts and we can cook our basic ingredients of food like in this. So this was the working of solar cooker. Now coming to the advantages of solar cooker. What are the advantages of solar cooker? Number 1. Advantages. Advantages of solar cooker. First of all, it saves fuel. It saves your fuel. It is a smokeless resource, or it is an eco-friendly resource. It does not cause any pollution. You can write any of the lines, same meaning. Eco-friendly resource. Number 3, which is very important. In solar cooker, the nutritive value of the food items remains same. The nutritive value is maintained. The nutritive value of the food item, the nutritive value of food item is maintained. Food item is maintained. It can be used for baking purpose. Limitation. So these are the some advantages of solar cooker. Now coming to the limitations. What are the limitations of solar cooker? What are the limitations of solar cooker? Limitation. Limitations of solar cooker. Number 1 limitation, we can only cook food in the solar cooker. We cannot bake or fry in a solar cooker. And in solar cooker we can prepare our Maggi also, but we cannot fry anything. So it is not used for frying or baking purpose. It is not used for frying or baking purpose. It is not used for frying and baking purpose. Next is during the cloudy day, or say in rainy season or in winters, it is difficult to use it. It does not work during cloudy day. It does not work during cloudy day. During cloudy day. Next one is it is a time consuming process. It is time. It takes, or we can write like this also. It takes a long time to cook food in it. It takes long time to cook food in it. So these are the some limitations of using solar cooker, but any of the way it can be used as an optional source. If we have our LPG cylinder with us and if we have our solar cooker also with us, we can save some of our fuel. If we want to prepare rice or some dal like things in the evening or in the dinner, we can start its preparation in the afternoon. We can use this solar cooker for the purpose of cooking. Okay, so these were the limitations of solar cooker. Now we will be seeing the second part of harnessing solar energy, which is the electricity from the solar energy. Let's see how can we get the electricity from solar energy. Okay, so electricity from solar energy. Electricity. See kids, we are using you must have seen solar panels on the roof of many schools, houses, say universities, buildings, offices. You must have seen solar panels. What is that solar panel? How we are utilizing, how energy from it, how it is making electricity. Let's discuss it. Solar panel, before studying solar panel, we will study about the solar cell. What is a solar cell? It is a device, again it is a device which is utilized, it is a device which converts the solar energy. It is a device which converts the solar energy, into electrical energy. So a device है, electrical energy. It is a device which changes the solar energy into the electrical energy. Now, by what material is solar cell made up of? See, student kids, it is made up of a semiconductor like silicon, gallium. These are semiconductors. Okay, the solar cell is made up of semiconductors, silicon and gallium. About them in the detail you will study in your higher classes. Till now you just remember the name of the semiconductors, silicon and gallium. These are the two examples of semiconductors. Now solar cell is made up of these semiconductors. See, student, solar cell is also known as photovoltaic cell. Now what does it mean? See student, what is the meaning of the term photo? If I ask you, many of you will say, ma'am, it is big. No, it is not big. Photo here stands for the term light energy. The term photo is taken from the photon word. Photon is used for the light energy. So here photo means what? Light energy, and voltaic stands for voltage or potential difference. So by the help of solar cell, we can convert the light energy into the electrical energy. Okay. Now the amount of electrical energy which is prepared or which is gained by the solar cell is very less. we cannot, what would you say, we cannot actually utilize it. A single solar cell cannot be utilized. So what should we do? We should arrange them. Okay, so we had arranged them, and now it had become what? Solar panel. So it is easy to remember solar panel. A group of solar cells connected with each other. A group of solar cells connected with each other is called solar panel. Connected with each other is called solar panel. Is called solar panel. Now the energy amount or the efficiency of energy production increases. So it is a solar panel. Now that our question comes, how can we connect them? We connect different solar panels with the help of a soldering process. Soldering is done, and it is done with the metal silver. Silver is an excellent conductor of electricity. In our houses, we used to see that the wiring is done with copper wire. Okay, copper is also a conductor of electricity, but if we discuss about the best conductor of electricity, it is the silver one. So here we are utilizing the silver as a connecting wires between the solar cells to create it as a solar panel. Okay. Now coming to the advantages or the limitation of solar electricity or utilization of solar panel. What are its advantages? Advantages number one is it saves fuel. Again, it is a renewable resource, and next is it is an inexhaustible resource. So these are the common advantages. There is no much difference in the advantages, but no, although there is a difference between the limitations. What are the limitations? Limitation number one. In solar panel, first of all, it is made up of silicon, and the process to obtain the ultra pure silicon is very expensive. The cost of obtaining the ultra pure silicon is very expensive. So ultimately the cost will add into what? Add into the solar panel only. Second, we are utilizing silver as a connection wire or as a connecting wire or for the soldering purpose. And again, silver is an expensive metal. So here also the cost add on. The third limitation is for solar energy, for utilizing solar energy, we require a battery or a converter which converts the DC of solar energy into the AC. Because in our houses we are utilizing the AC current, and the solar energy which we get or the electricity which is prepared by the solar energy is in DC form. So we need to convert it. For that very purpose we require a rectifier. So it is an expensive one again. It adds to the cost again. And this is the reason why the solar panels which has to be fixed on the rooftops of many houses or industries are little expensive. But if we look on to the future prospect, it is not as expensive. It is beneficial for us. So students, we had discussed till now about the solar energy. In our next very topic, we will be discussing about the nuclear energy.